That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Rock Harrison armbar right there. It's a pretty effective armbar, and I have you by 80 pounds probably. You could have tossed me anywhere you wanted.
I'm so sorry, my man. I owe you dinner. Oh, my God.
All right, key match. North Carolina needs this one. Gavin Kane at 184 pounds, matched up against Reece Heller, ranked 13th. We talked about the high volume of rankings, both corners, both teams represented. Here's one of those ranked matchups right here, and North Carolina scored the first 13, only to watch Pitt come back, win the last 3. And again, you have Stout and Pitzer on deck and in the hole for the Panthers. This is a key match for Gavin Kane and North Carolina on the road.
Key match because they're both 1-1. They both have a win and a loss against each other. And this is a pretty important match, as you said, because at 197 and at heavyweight, Pitt is not just favored, but they're heavily favored. Good shot there, right there. That's what you have to do against. That's what you have to do against a guy like Heller who's going to continue to move, lock around the hips. Now he's got to go straight back, not to the side. Straight back, just like that.
3, takedown.
Straight back. The reason why you go straight back, because if you go to the side, he'll start rolling. Good job by Kane. He grabbed and he went straight back. If you go to the side, you create the momentum of Heller to roll through. Good coaching by UNC.
Textbook work there by Kane, the 3-time NCAA qualifier, All-American back in 23. Good mat return as well, and Kane has showed up ready to party here tonight. Friday night in the Steel City.
He's got to. And he's wrestling a very smart match. When you have a guy that scrambles a lot and moves a lot, you want to make sure you lock right below right below like the hamstrings. So let's look at this. You see, when he went to the side, but good motion by both guys. But see, he locks. When he locks, now he says, I'm not going to go back. I'm going to go straight back. Watch him go straight back. Bam! Straight back. And when you go straight back, there's no ability to roll. Really smart wrestling there by Kane.
You know, you look at Gavin Kane and his trajectory in his career, he's always been Mr. March. One of those guys that just gets stronger the closer you roll into the championship season, talking about the ACCs and then eventually into the NCAAs.
He is. He's joke. He's a little self-deprecating. He says, I wish I could have the beginning of my season like the end of the season.
Little Chip Ness in him, Mr. March.
Good call there.
Stand-up position here. Another solid return by Kane.
And one of the things that's happening is that when Heller is getting to his hip, he's turning in. When he's turning in, Kane is going to a tighter waist. When you have someone with a tight waist, you can't turn into the tight waist. When you turn into the tight waist, it gets tighter. Now, what's a tight waist? Literally, you're grabbing the waist and you're keeping it tight. Now, this is where Heller wants to be, but end of the period, really solid period with 1:48 seconds of riding time. Great start for Kane.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for North Carolina. You take a look at the 4 ranked wrestlers from the ACC. Heller headlining the pack, ranked 13th. Kane at 22nd. TJ Stewart starting to get some traction late in this year for Virginia Tech, a name obviously to keep an eye on. The All-American for the Hokies. Kane starts underneath, up into a stand-up, has no trouble getting away.
Important time of not just a dual meet. Oh, there it is. Now, problem there is that he didn't get his hand out. He only got one leg, and this is where Heller is very good. No control. In high school, that would be a control when you lace the ankle. But no control. Close, but not enough.
No control.
He's got to watch himself there. One thing, Kane is doing a good job of keeping that arm underneath and keeping it to a position where he's in a position to potentially score. As long as Heller continues to move, the referee's not going to call a stalemate.
No control. No control.
He almost said it. You heard him? He said he almost said takedown. He almost said it.
No control.
No control. It's lots of things going on. That arm's going to get extended.
No control.
This
That
is
arm's
going to
gonna
be
extend.
real tough for Kane to avoid. And right on cue, there it is. So Heller gets the takedown. His first offense of the match, and now a 1-point lead for Gavin Kane.
Gavin Kane
One escape.
still has the
Neutral.
riding time advantage. Now, what did he learn? He learned in the first period, he got 2 legs and finished straight back. But the last time when he shot in, he only got 1 leg, which gave Heller the opportunity to scoot the hips. When we say scoot the hips, kind of move your hips from the front to the back. Oh, man, this is going to be a good duel right here.
We hit the 10-second mark. Period 2. Kane the escape early in the second. Heller that last takedown. And a good one as we march into period number 3.
Green.
Heller on a roll. He's won 10 consecutive. You have to go back before the holidays. Last time he did not have his arm raised in victory. Isaac Dean snuck up and got him from Ryder.
Sit.
The captains of this Pitt team, a veteran.
Caution, green.
Now a caution given underneath to Heller. Keep in mind you're allowed a couple of cautions. The third one will give your opponent a point. Trying to anticipate that whistle. Up into the air, returned by Kane.
Still red. That's 1.
Tripod underneath by Heller as he slowly tries to get that balance figured out. A lot of pressure being driven on the left side of the body as Kane continues to ride. And a good quick burst there as Heller was able to squirt free and get the point.
Now, riding time is going to make a difference right now. At this point, this is where Heller, he's kind of helter-skelter. He's got to continue to go. Now, what does Kane have to do? Fundamental down block. Do not get a position where you're in a scramble position. He doesn't have to do too much. He does not have a stall call. So you got to make sure that Heller gets to you. He's got to come at you, but solid defense. He's got a down block. See the down block? Nothing. Riding time is now secured. So the score right now is essentially 6-4. He shot in. I don't know about that one. That's not where you want to be. That's not where you want to be. Good job there by Heller. Now, one escape is going to get there. One escape. Enough there. Enough. Little squirreling of the hips there. Now, Kane's got to get higher. He's got riding time secure. It's really 7-6. He's got to get 1 here. He's just got to get 1. Good job by Heller. Heller can take a stall call.
That's what Heller has in mind here. He's going to keep this position. The stall call comes in. 15 seconds.
He's got to do it again. Another stall call going to happen. Nothing. What an unbelievable turn of events. I'm not sure why Kane shot. He did not have to shoot. We said that. If he shoots, that's where he wants to be. Just down block, just down block. He went right into the wheelhouse. He couldn't help himself.
How many matches have we watched Reece Heller throughout the years win on those types of scrambles, as you talked about, going right into his strength? And now time called. The brick coming out from North Carolina. And Rock, we're up here at the balcony level, so we're not able to hear. You see Tony Ramos down there, the associate head coach for North Carolina. There's Keith Gavin wanting to know what the brick was about. Break it down.
The brick, from just hearing a little bits and pieces of Coach Ramos, was that they're looking for an illegal hold, kind of a kickback. What I can just ascertain by what he was showing was that it was kind of a kick, and he said his foot came off the mat, and he did a back kick like a broomstick. You're not allowed to do when both feet came off the mat. And I believe that's what they're looking at, to see if both feet came off the mat to do a back kick. This is what I don't understand. We were saying it. You don't want to shoot against Heller. Just stay basic. Down block. Don't attack. And as soon as you attack, what you do is sit the corner and come through the middle.
So a key challenge here coming from North Carolina. Tony Ramos watching very intensely as we go back.
So at that point, his foot was still on the mat when he did that kick. Now, if it's both feet that came up, then that would be illegal, but
I didn't see both feet come up, did you?
it did not look, when Reece Heller did that back kick, it looked like the other foot, and we're guessing that's what they're looking at. Not sure. He got the stall call. So let's see. Couldn't really tell there. That's what we're assuming. But clearly, when we looked at Coach Ramos, he was showing on the referee what he's talking about. We're not sure what scenario, because both times it looked like his foot never came off the mat. So that's not going to be an illegal hold.
The call on the mat is confirmed. There is no illegal hold by Green.
Yep. So there's not the illegal hold. And goes back in. He put the leg in, and he said to kick back, but that foot, you see that foot stayed on the mat.
Clearly grounded.
Yep.
With that 1 foot. So
Grounded.
good job by Patrick Frank, Scott Bricker getting together. And nearly some late magic from Kane, but it's going to be Reece Heller and Pitt picking up another win. Boy, they have been the cardiac kids here tonight.
We said that was going to be the match of the night. That right there was an exciting match. Really good. They're going to look at something, and he said, stay right there. So, hold on, we may have some little drama here. Not sure what they're looking at, but he said stay right there. So they're checking something out.
Yeah, no challenge brick came in from either corner, so this is an official review as far as what Frank and Bricker want to take a look at.
I mean, great wrestling by Heller. What I just don't understand is if you've seen enough of Heller, he's a scrambly guy. You get in on his legs, he's just going to sit and smooth. So they're looking to see, looking at time. Okay.
There is no escape. Green's continuing in top to end that period. 1 point red, riding advantage.
So no escape. A narrow win again goes Pitt's way, and it's 11 straight for Heller.
This is when we don't understand, why did you shoot in on this guy? But it doesn't matter. Reece said, thank you very much. I'm going to roll through and slide right between the legs. And Gavin, he says, there you go. What a run. Every